Welcome back to the best podcast in the universe, and there's a reason why I'm saying universe and not in the world today, but you'll find out about that a little bit later. Greg, Matt, Lewis.
How we doing, everybody?
Yo, what up? Welcome to Threeskins, yeah?
Yeah, you got the name right.
Greg, you look like Ace Ventura when after like the bat spin in his hair.
Mate, I'll tell you what. When my hair's at that length now, where it's just completely untamable. It looks different every fucking day.
Cut boy.
Nah, but I want to grow my hair long again.
Fair enough.
No, he wants.
I liked you with like really long hair. It was
cool.
It was luscious.
Yeah, I'm growing my hair.
I'll go to a pub and every woman there's like touching my hair.
I caved, had mine cut the other day.
That's the only part of me they touch.
Prove it for the viewers. Yeah, it's definitely been cut. But we told him not to get it cut.
Don't get it cut. Stop cutting your hair, mate.
I'm not going to put the hat back on. I'm just going to
trim.
Only women get their hair cut.
Only women get their hair cut.
Yeah, man. You seen all those...
you heard it here first.
What they call like middle-aged mums? You ever been to like...
Getting a perm.
Yeah, perms. What are they called? Not Diane's. They're like Karens. That's it.
Karens.
Karen.
The Karen
meme.
I love Karen cuts.
Karen cuts.
Yeah, Karen cuts.
You know about like those bobs that sort of just like.
Yeah, can I speak to the manager, please?
Yeah.
They come
like
up.
Earrings.
Bobs that come up here, and then the hair comes down like.
Yeah, it's like spikes.
It goes like that. Speak to the manager, please, like that, isn't it?
Love it.
And it's occasionally got a little bit of purple and blonde in there and stuff.
So if you guys see
Lewis
me cut my hair, berate me because I shouldn't. I should try and grow my facial hair out, but it's just look how terrible it is.
Greg's got something to say about Lewis and his facial hair.
Oh yeah, no, I was looking it up the other day because I get really.
What do you mean you were looking?
I get really annoyed.
I
get annoyed that I can't grow facial hair great because look at it.
You can.
Well, you can grow it better than me.
Yeah, but that's the point. Point is that I looked it up and I was looking it up like what causes someone to not grow good facial hair, and apparently you don't have much of this thing called like it's a DHT. It's like a derivative of testosterone, and what it does is. When you have DHT, lots of it, you grow big facial hair. Like your facial hair grows really thick, but also it causes your hairline to recede. So how has your hairline receded and you can't grow a massive beard? It's just unheard of.
I think we can. I think he can. He just
how
often do you shave?
I shaved the other day for the first time in like months.
Do you do the when you shave?
No,
I do.
What's that?
It's where you like
stretching out
his
skin.
Says you stretch out this. Well,
see, I don't have to do that because I'm quite gaunt, so it's all.
He's already.
And I only grow hair, but see, I grow quite a lot of hair on my face, but it's not like facial hair. It's like head hair.
Yeah,
like it'll be like I will have a fresh shave, and then like I'll start to grow a little bit of like. Not like normal head hairs, and I'll have one like really long fucking curly one that's like that big, and I'm like, how the fuck did that grow? I shaved fucking 4 days ago, and it will just stay there same length for ages, and I won't shave it because I'm a lazy fucker. But I'll grow it just on my chin, on here, and I'll get really fuzzy like a werewolf there, but I won't grow it like on my cheeks or anywhere else.
You can see with Matt as well, we don't grow hair here.
Yeah. I'll get a little soul patch there. I do get a little soul patch there. It looks stupid.
I just can't wait until mine goes grey.
I can't wait till I can actually grow facial hair.
Yeah, no, mine's not proper
terrible.
facial
Look how
hair.
thin it is. It's so thin. Look.
Do you want to know why it's so thin, Greg? It's because you haven't grown it. You idiot.
Yeah, that looks like you shaved quite recently.
I shaved like 5-6 days ago.
Well, maybe don't shave for a few weeks then and just see what happens.
I might try it.
Yeah, so today we're going to be doing
movies.
The Threeskins Oscars.
Take your seats.
Yeah,
coming to you live. It's the Threeskins Oscars.
We ran out of things to talk about.
Yeah,
and we've all
don't say that.
We've all been stuck in this big storm, even though we haven't really.
We live by the sea on the south coast, so the wind here at the moment is
our fence is blown
crazy.
down. We can see all the neighbours' gardens.
Yeah,
it's great
You-
for it's
you
great
love
for
it.
peeping. Yeah, it's great.
You've been loving it.
Great for people.
Yeah,
You've
so-
barely been indoors since that fence went down.
Hey, yeah, I'll get my vitamin D and everything out there. It's great. Yeah, so we've all been stuck indoors and nothing to do but watch films. So
Yeah.
I've been catching up with a few films.
I didn't think I was starting to panic because I was looking through the list of films that came out last year, and I was like, "Fucking hell, I ain't seen any of these." And then it was only that I realised I just hadn't seen any of the best films. Some of the films that got the slightly lower rate, like the average ratings, I've seen all them, and I got a list. But you guys have seen some of the top, more grossing topper. The more grossing.
There's only a few I haven't
films.
seen, like Little Women. I never watched that.
Sexist.
Yeah, maybe I am sexist, but when I watch the trailer, I'm just like, this doesn't seem like my.
They need to do Little Women with Little Women.
Yeah, well, now I would watch that because
With
that.
dwarfs.
There's no Little Women in Little Women.
No.
It's about women who feel little, not women that actually are little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's the point in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not cast some little fucking women? It's like when that Jake Gyllenhaal got cast as the victim in that Boston bombing thing, and it was like, why didn't you use a real amputee as the actor?
Yeah, but how many
And it's
amputee
like-
actors are
Yeah,
there?
well, it's like because it's acting. He's acting.
Yeah, that's true. But then you could say the same thing about blackface.
I can't take credit for that, by the way. I can't remember who said that, what comedian. I think he was talking about something. It might have been Bill Burr that said that, but he was talking about another film. I can't remember, but it's like when people get angry at like, why didn't you use an actual person of this? It's like it's because it's acting.
Yeah.
If you use an
true.
actual fucking, it's not acting, is it?
Yeah, it's like,
Like-
I love the Martin Luther King movies where they don't actually use Martin Luther King.
Yeah, it's just so.
Yeah, it's just like
It's
makes
so
no
dumb.
sense. So I was
Why didn't you use the real one?
I was watching it and he's giving this speech and I'm like, that's not the real speech. Why are you?
Yeah,
why,
it's
why
like
is it-
where do you draw the line? Like,
Why is he
it's-
pretending to be MLK?
It's
Does he
not
think he's
real.
that cool?
It's a film. It's
Yeah.
not real. It's acting. So
So,
I can't remember what the fuck we were talking about before that.
did you guys watch the Oscars or at least the
I
highlights?
did not. I have
fell
not.
asleep
You're gonna
as
have
soon as it went
to
on, so
I
enlighten
watched
me.
it because I do love my movies.
Okay, so I'd like to point out before. Sorry, we start this. I haven't seen the Oscars. You haven't seen the Oscars. Greg has, and he's about to give us his interpretation of the Oscars. Now, I'm going to go with it because I didn't watch it. If this isn't how the Oscars went, and it's just through Greg's eyes,
We know that's
Yeah.
not how it went.
No, I know what.
then let us know. But I'm going to roll with it.
Alright, so where should we start with? Because at the bottom we've got it's got the boring awards like best visual effects.
Who won that though?
1917, yeah.
Yeah,
can
we saw that in the
imagine.
cinema,
We saw that
and it was very good.
recently.
Deserved, really. I think.
Editing was.
Have you seen it?
I haven't, but like I've seen all the stuff of
I
like.
think you really
yeah.
like
It
it.
is.
Well, I was going to go to the
Mwah.
cinema
I
and see it
think
the
you
other day,
really
but I
like it.
saw a different film instead with my
I think
mates.
really,
Yeah.
really.
I really do. I watched a big, long, like documentary about all the behind the scenes stuff, how they filmed it, and like all the angles.
Looks mental,
and
doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks fucking crazy.
But the whole thing is shot in sort of like as if you're there.
Yeah, it's pretty much all shot. Yeah, as if
The documentary
as
I
if,
watched,
as if
yeah,
it
they
never
said-
stops. Like as if the whole
supposed to
film
be like
is
one long
exactly
continuous journey,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Like you're watching someone play a video game.
Mm.
yeah. That's a good way of
Yeah,
explaining
I
it.
thought it was really good.
There's only
Really,
one
really good.
time skip, and it's not because like
It's because someone
it's because someone gets knocked out.
knocked out.
So you pick up back after they
That's
they
good,
wake
though.
up from it.
That's
That's really cool.
But it's good. Like I knew how they did it beforehand, where like they hide the cuts and stuff. So I
Yeah,
was
they'll be like
trying
going
to-
over a hill and they'll zoom in on the hill.
They'll zoom
And
in
then-
on the
yeah,
hill and then go
yeah,
back up.
And you're
and
like,
it's
okay, that's weird.
That's a nice hill.
sneaky
there.
little Roger Deacon.
Sneaky little hill.
Anyway, next one was editing, which was Ford versus Ferrari. I
I haven't seen
haven't
that.
seen it.
No.
Don't know.
Have you
much
seen
about it.
Ford versus Ferrari? Anybody
not-
listening? How was it? Was it good?
Yeah, it's got Christian Bale and the Damon dude.
I'm pretty sure when I was
Matt
looking
Damon,
through
yeah.
the movie list, it was quite high up.
Yeah, but it's about like old sports car racing.
Yeah, I don't care
Who
enough.
cares? No.
Me.
Some people do. Some
Well.
people are very interested in that stuff,
Oh.
but that's not my cup of tea.
Has anyone ever seen that video where like there's this car going and it's the cars now they're like quite close to the ground,
Hmm.
but it means if you're driving really fast against wind, can shoot you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that clip of that car that's going really fast
And then just flies.
It
up
just
into
fucking
the
gets
air.
hit by wind and goes.
I think so.
Have you not seen it? It flips
I'm
around
a
like
rocket man.
rocket
I
man.
think I've
Flips
seen
around
it.
like a fucking pancake. Go on then, Greg. What was the next
Next
thing?
one was best makeup and hairstyling.
Can we guess?
Yes.
1917.
No.
Little Women.
No. I didn't even get nominated.
Jojo Rabbit.
No, that wasn't nominated either.
Give us a clue.
Avatar. None of you have watched it.
Ford versus Ferrari. The makeup on Christian Bale.
Bombshell.
Mm.
It's about like a news report woman that comes out about sexual harassment in Fox News or something.
And it's got the best makeup.
It's got Charlize Theron, but like they've done her makeup in such a way that she actually looks like the woman that she's going to be playing.
Fair enough.
So they've because it was the same makeup and hairstylist that did I don't know if you watched the Churchill film. Where they basically got what's his name?
Was it Gary Oldman?
Yeah, they got Gary Oldman and made him actually look like Churchill by
He did.
saggy.
I love Gary. Have you ever seen Leon the
Saggy shit.
Professional?
No.
Oh, Leon.
Put it on your
Professional.
next thing to watch
I
because
do. Is that Gary Oldman?
he's
I
the
love
craziest bad guy ever.
Gary Oldman's good.
He does this weird thing where like he swallows like these tablets and goes.
Have you seen him as Sid Vicious?
No,
You know,
I've heard it's good though. Anything he does is good.
He's just a great actor.
he's brilliant.
And he's always
brilliant.
he's like a chameleon, you know, man. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, there's some movies I watch where I'm like 30 minutes in and I'm like,
Is
oh,
that
fuck, that's fucking Gary Oldman.
He was in the Call. Do you remember he was in the Call of Duty? One of the Call of Duty stories as well.
Was he?
Yeah, I'm sure. Call me out on this if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
But I think. Do you remember the first Black Ops? That story was great. The Vietnam one where you were like,
think you might
did
be right.
you play the campaign?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe.
When you're strapped to and like the Russian guy who like he's like your he helped you escape from a prison. Like I can't
Aren't you
remember what his
crawling through
name
like
was.
bodies and stuff and it's...
I can't remember, but I'm sure he played the Russian guy.
That was
Sure,
around
it's
the time.
Gary
Hello.
Oldman. Yeah, he's doing like a Russian accent, and you've got no idea because it sounds really good.
Hello.
Yeah. I'm sure that was Gary
That's
Oldman.
I
my,
remember-
my Russian accent
I
now.
remember watching a film where he blended into his role so much he played like a fireplace. I'm not joking.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, in Harry Potter.
Goblet of Fire. Yeah,
he comes,
his only appearance is in the fireplace.
He comes out as like
Yeah.
embers.
Yeah.
How did he do that? Comedian.
No, I tell you what, though,
Gary Oldman, the fireplace.
yeah, that's his only appearance in that film. It's like 3 minutes long, and it's just his face coming out of the fire, like out of the burning wood, like
Yeah.
and then he disappears. But then, like 2 films later, they do like the same spell, and it's like, oh, we're gonna talk to someone through the fire, and it's just like normal flames, and then like they've just like
I know.
green screen someone face in.
It
just
makes
like,
no sense.
It was way better when
It's
he was,
like,
when it,
yeah, you
when he was
gave up on that
dressed
one.
up as a...
When he was, do you reckon when they filmed that it was like the Goonies where they had like a hole underneath the fireplace? It's like, all right, now Gary, and he like had his head like Mighty Boosh like prop style, like just had it through the fireplace, like Harry, and he had to sit there talking to him in the fireplace.
Sirius Black, what a hero.
Seriously, not
serious
black though.
dude.
It's very white and pale.
Sirius Black was Robert Downey Jr., wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
That was a bad joke. I'm
Alongside
sorry.
Harry Potter,
I'm
played
sorry.
by
Best
Topher
costume
Grace.
design was Little Women.
Okay, we haven't seen it. so-
maybe
No
skip to the
comment.
better ones
Basic
because I haven't
19th
seen
century.
any of
Alright.
these films.
Cinematography was Roger Deakins in 1917. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
the camera work and way, easy, good stuff.
Let us know if
Sound
you
mixing
enjoyed
sound
the
editing, no one
1970s.
gives a
if you
fuck.
saw it.
Didn't he do Children of Men?
I'm not sure. He's done a lot of
Because
stuff.
that's fantastic if
might
you've
have.
never seen it.
Best original score was
I can see it.
Joker by Hilda.
She's the woman who did Chernobyl.
Yeah, she's an Icelandic woman.
And do you know Chernobyl? Have you seen Chernobyl yet?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
I keep
I
telling
think,
you to watch it, but the music in it is she's taken sounds from actual power plants and made it into like a droney.
That's
It's
nice.
really, really good.
That's really cool.
Delicious.
I couldn't think
It's
of it.
delicious.
She is the perfect woman.
Didn't she win an Emmy for
Yeah, she won an Emmy for Chernobyl.
Chernobyl, and now she's won an Oscar? That woman going places, my
going
friend.
places. Best original song was Elton John with whatever was from Rocket Man. But it wasn't
Rocket Man?
No, but it wasn't Rocket Man. That's the problem.
Was it Tiny Dancer?
No, he wrote a new song for
baby.
He wrote a new song for the actual film.
You
And that's one thing that Bohemian Rhapsody didn't do.
you guys are.
He didn't write a new song for the film, did he?
Oh
Yeah, because you guys keep telling me that I need to do Elton John, but like when he got fatter.
Yeah.
So the only thing
you look like how Elton John looks.
We could
now.
we could do like a
all
super,
chubby and like
we could do a super group. We got what's his name?
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, H. Then we've got
Elton John,
and then got Kate Bush. Perfect.
You're not Kate Bush.
What else would I be? There's no one that looks like me.
Kate.
Apart from Macaulay
Maybe David Bowie.
yes,
You could do, but David Bowie quite well.
If you like properly slicked your hair
I haven't got the jawline
and
for
shaved, but you could
I-
just go like that.
You need the gimpy eye.
it. I won't eat for a month, and then I'll get that gaunt look.
Would like go like that, like pout. Nah,
Yeah, see, it's
It's the Red Prince or whatever he called himself.
you look a little bit like a skinny Lewis Capaldi.
I don't know who that is.
He's the skinniest person I've seen with the fattest face.
Mm.
No offense, Lewis Capaldi.
You look
I know
like
you
Lewis
I know you're
Capaldi
listening.
if Lewis Capaldi had a
I
normal.
want to look him up. I
Head.
don't even know who he is.
I can't
Anyway,
say shit because I ain't got a
moving on.
normal head. I got a little bean head.
This helps me move on to Best Actor.
Oh, okay.
You guys know who?
I actually
Scars.
Huh?
was
you
it.
want to know how I got these scars?
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix?
It is Joaquin Phoenix who
Mhm.
got it for the Joker, and he spent his 5 minutes speech talking about veganism. It's actually a pretty good speech. If you, it's just like
good.
you guys are saying. He's not shitting on people for it. He's just saying, look, it's causing real damage,
Yeah, it is.
and I'm not trying to berate anyone. I'm just saying.
Is that how he?
Yeah.
Did he say? I'm just saying. Is this?
No, he
or
didn't
is this,
say-
I'm just saying.
Is this
done
through
it
the
to Bill
mouth?
Burr.
This is through the mouth of Greg.
No. Okay, he came at it the right way. It doesn't like degrade anyone. It just says like, look, it's
It's going to be a slow process. It just is.
You know, best director, which was
Didn't go on, butcher his name.
Bong Joon-ho. I think that's right.
Yeah.
He's
Guess what he directed?
Parasite.
Yeah, he's South Korean,
Okay.
and he spent his entire speech just being nice about the other directors.
Good.
Oh.
But the thing is that
Lad.
because he's Korean, he has to do it for a translator. So he's like, oh my god, and it's like, hello. He says, directors other than me, good.
That laugh after it sold it.
Can you do your South Korean again?
What
What you do solo? What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know how. I don't know. Okay, I don't. Okay, you do it. You do it. It's not that easy.
I'm not.
It's
no,
not
I'm
that
doing
easy.
it.
I don't know how to speak Korean.
It's
They
a nice
don't sound
language.
like Jabba the Hutt.
But it's weird because it's sort of Japanese and Chinese, but it's sort
Yeah.
of not, isn't it? So it's a bit like.
Korean movies are the best. He has directed one of my favourite movies of all time, which is Memories of Murder. If you haven't watched it, watch it.
Yeah, I need
There's,
to watch that.
and if you don't want to watch it and you can't be bothered, you need to at least see the scenes where the detective goes around and fucking drop kicks people he doesn't like.
Who plays that guy? Is that the guy from Parasite?
I think it might be.
I mean, I love that. I love.
There are not many
actor.
South Korean actors.
Dude, there's a bit. I might be like this. Might be some. What was that thing? That Mandela effect. There's a bit where there's a guy like cuffed to a chair, and the guy's like, and he just fucking jumps over the table and drop kicks this guy. He's like,
I need to watch
he's
this.
like, he's stuck to this chair, and
it's like when Rey Mysterio was tied to that board, and then he just got whacked against the turnbuckle.
If you're editing this, Greg, put that video up. But yeah, there's a bit where he's like really high up on this sort of mound, and he runs halfway down it and just fucking drop kicks this other geezer. He just drop kicks people we don't like. It's great. But it's also shot really well, so I'm glad that he won Best Director.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Which gets on to Best Picture.
Monster's a good film as well.
Which he won for Parasite.
Mother.
Oh,
Parasite won. It's the first foreign language film to win Best Picture.
really?
And it's also the first South Korean film to win it.
They said that
Amazing.
that's not true because the artist...
The artist isn't foreign language. It is the first international film to win Best Picture.
Yeah, but that was like a forgotten movie, wasn't it? Do you remember? Have you seen the artist?
I've watched it. It's okay. It's not like
It's better than Parasite.
It's not a spectacle. It's just.
Have you seen Parasite? Have you?
Yeah. We both watched
Is
it.
it good?
Yeah, incredible.
Me and Greg were sat here just fucking in tears laughing, but it's also like quite a poignant drama. But there's bits in it where it's dark comedy and it's just fucking...
It's hilarious. It's some of
great.
the funniest shit, man. It's
Was-
almost
is
as
it a
funny
comedy?
as drop kicking people chained to chairs.
Is it supposed to be a comedy?
Yeah.
Okay, I might.
It's like one of those films that's it's a bit of everything. It's like got thriller, it's action, it's
I like
comedy.
that, that's cool.
It's got all the genres.
And it's got like it's quite a
think it's all-
crazy sort of point to it as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It's very like sort of looking at the difference between poor and rich sort of thing, and
Because you hear Parasite and you think, oh, it's a movie about the coronavirus, but it's not. It's just it's kind of,
the question is, who is the parasite?
I think that's what it is, isn't it? It's called Parasite, and I think like who's leeching off what?
Yeah, who's the real leech? Who's the real parasite?
That's very poignant. That's very poignant.
It's very good.
So that was the Oscars then, Greg.
Well,
That
no,
was-
I missed out. I missed out some of the.
You missed out Best Actress, you damn
No,
sexist.
well, I also missed out the supporting ones because I wanted to.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, Best Actress was that Renee Zellweger.
She for a time did not look like Renee Zellweger, and then she came back and looked like her again.
Yeah, it was. If you look at her, I was
You reckon
watching.
she just took a break?
I was watching the I was watching the Oscars, and when she got it, I was just looking at her lips the whole time. They're all weird and saggy.
I'd still kiss her.
Oh yeah. Well, of course, yeah.
Which lips?
Man, I don't care as long as they're touching.
What? Well, what?
I didn't want to finish because Laura Dern won Best Supporting Actress.
And she has not been in public eye since Jurassic Park, as far as I remember.
She was in
Do you
Twin
know who
Peaks.
she is? She's the blonde woman from Jurassic Park.
Oh shit! What was she in?
She was,
Marriage Story. That's,
Which is
on
it's
Netflix.
on Netflix, yeah.
which is
fuck.
it's got Kylo Ren in it.
Oh, and Madam Driver.
Yeah.
Best
that's
Supporting Actor was Brad Pitt.
Oh, what in Once Upon a Time?
Yeah, and it's his first Oscar.
Hmm.
Well, no, he's got an Oscar for editing, but it's his first one for acting.
What, you telling me he didn't want... He got an Oscar
No,
for
not
editing?
No, not editing.
Directing.
Producing.
Producer. You
Yeah.
can win...
Producers win Best Picture.
Okay, are you trying to tell me they didn't win an Oscar for One in the Back?
Oh, I haven't.
One in the Back.
No, man. I'm pretty sure Rapey Joe
Some things have been left.
won the Oscar instead of him. His the other person, you know, the man, the space, you know.
The man we don't talk about.
Oh,
We all
well,
know-
yeah,
We don't want to be...
We all know Brad Pitt should have won an Oscar for One Punch Machine Gun Mickey O'Neill.
That's
Yes.
true.
Snatch.
That's true.
Also should have won one for 12 Monkeys.
Fucking hell, that's
Have you
an
seen
old
that?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good
about
one,
12
isn't it?
Monkeys,
He's
man.
all very
Ages
like.
ago.
Yeah.
I think that's where Johnny Depp got his Jack Sparrow from. It's all very like.
Yeah, he was watching that. He was like,
Isn't it? Yeah.
Talking about Johnny Depp, he got screwed over recently, didn't he? I don't know if you saw about that.
that's gonna
That's not
turn
cool.
off soon.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well,
Break.
anyway,
Let's go for a break.
that was the Oscars. We're gonna have a break
We'll
quickly.
come back to...
It's not gonna be much
Our
of a break
favourite
for you.
films are Oscars.
Yes.
Because fuck the Oscars.
Oh, I just bit the... My face is getting so fat, I always bite the inside of my cheeks at the moment.
Well, I do that anyway. And I'm not
I
fat.
do that like
it's just-
normally.
it's
I'm always chewing.
maybe
my
you're
cheeks.
losing weight, and that's maybe the way you're doing it.
It Chapter 2 is number 10. I saw the first one. We watched the first one together.
I've watched both. It Chapter 2 is okay.
Not as good as the first.
The first one, I know. I'd say they're about similar. They're on similar levels. The problem with the It series in general is it's just sort of
It.
No, I like the idea behind it, and it's obviously less campy.
Hello, Georgie.
Yeah, it's a lot less campy than the old TV.
Well, it was like flying
TV
around.
film, but it feels like it could be more, and it's one of those films that you don't sit and go, "That it, you did it."
That's it.
But you watch it and you're like, "It's okay," but there's something missing, and I've never really worked out what was missing. So I don't
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry was great. Well, is he still alive or did he die?
No, he's still alive, but he's
I know he had a stroke or
completely
something.
wheelchair bound.
Yeah,
And, like,
that's sad. That's very sad.
it is sad.
Anyway,
Hey ho,
I mean-
we'll go
I mean, he
anywhere the wind is
he
blowing.
can still played Long John Silver, I guess.
Look at that on there when Matt did that.
I know.
Mental. I know you'll know where that is when you're editing.
Noisy
it.
Setting
It's
for
like-
adventure.
Noisy ass motherfucker.
In the
big
blue wet thing.
Okay, so what's number 9?
Yeah, come on.
Why did you flinch? I'm not going to hit you.
Yeah,
didn't
because
flinch.
you're a threatening motherfucker.
Did I flinch? Let me know if
I'll
you're
give you a
watching.
clue
Did I
for
flinch?
number 9.
Oh,
Oh, it's
it's
a
the
Joker.
Joker. I haven't seen this, but you two both have.
I haven't.
Matt
never seen
hasn't
it.
seen
Oh,
it.
you haven't, but you
I
have.
watched it the day it came out in the cinema in the morning. There was a lot more people there than I thought, and I went on my
They're
own.
strapped.
But everyone that went on their own looked like kind of like me, except a bit tubbier and with glasses and like a Batman t-shirt on. And I did feel like people were, like it's like there's a lot of just random guys on their own there, and I was one of them. And I was thinking, because like the context around the film, like the shooters and stuff like that. Maybe some people thought
Where are you going with this?
we were there to shoot
I
people
thought it
up.
was quite dark.
It's
supposed
good.
to be.
It is. It's very dark. It's
Did he win? Did he
What-
deserve the Oscar?
Yeah, dude. There's a bit in it because he tries to do a realistic portrayal, and there's this thing like his character has obviously a bunch of mental illnesses, and one of the mental illnesses he has is he just can't stop laughing at just randomly. And the thing is, the way he laughs, it looks like he's in pain, like serious pain, and it's like you're like watching it, you're like, oh, it makes you feel uncomfortable, and that's when you know someone's acting good, when they make you feel uncomfortable like that. So I thought he deserved it. The film itself isn't like a masterpiece, but it's definitely one of the best comic book films we've got ever. So
Definitely need to sit and watch that then, because
Yeah.
I do like the Joker.
I'll watch it with you.
put it. I think it
You
might
watch
be.
it?
I'll put it up there with Logan. Definitely put it up there with Logan.
Logan was good.
Logan was
Did
great.
you watch Logan?
Haven't seen Logan,
No.
I'm
Have
not
you
much of a superhero.
No, I'm
I
not
don't-
either.
But you see, I
I'm not.
quite like the Joker. Sort of
Yeah.
appeals to me, like because it's
If you don't like
More of a-
superheroes,
Yeah,
you won't
no.
like the rest of this list.
Yeah, Batman is my. I love the Batman mythos, but I don't really like superheroes much. I don't like Superman. Superman is so boring. Iron
But
Man.
Henry Cavill, man.
Yeah, I do love
That's his
Henry
breakthrough
Cavill.
role, isn't it?
That
Is
chin,
it
man.
Cavill? I thought it was Cavill.
Might be.
Henry
I've always just said
Cavill.
Cavill.
He
Whenever
doesn't
Nobody
Nobody
Henry Cavill.
scares you.
No evil thing will.
Yeah,
Witcher, great.
The Witcher.
Mm.
That's a kind to your Witcher.
It's kind of what's number 8?
Do you know that song is in a viral meme that I posted on TikTok?
Is it? Oh yeah. One of your.
I put a bean
TikToks.
boozled in my eye, and I'm like, and people in the comments are like, "What does it taste like?" And I was like, "Dead fish." That's it. That's the TikTok.
Yeah, it was a good TikTok.
Okay, yeah. Number 8, best portrayal of all time. Will Smith as the genie.
Aladdin.
Really, Aladdin?
Aladdin was number 8.
Didn't see it.
No.
Two
No,
two movies on
haven't
my
watched it.
list are Disney remakes.
Yeah.
Disney live adaptations. Yeah,
I think I know which
I
one of them
didn't
is.
see Aladdin though.
Aladdin is.
I never saw.
I haven't
Aladdin.
watched it, and the reason is the Will Smith genie just freaks me out. I'm scared. I'm genuinely. I get like existential dread.
Yeah, but you never
From even
had a
looking
friend
at it.
like him, Greg.
I don't want a friend like him. I mean, the last friend left me. I can't handle another one.
Oh, no. Genie. Number 7 is Spider-Man Far From Home.
I do keep up with these Marvel films, and that one was quite it's very meh.
I still need to watch it.
And it has one of my favourite actors in it.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal. He's in Nightcrawler.
I heard he was quite
his
good in it.
performance
Is he
in
not?
Nightcrawler, he should have won an Oscar for it. It was one of the best performances I've ever seen.
They've put that on Netflix now.
Have they?
That's on Netflix now.
Watch it. It's fucking amazing.
I might have.
But
I think it's crazy that those kind of people exist, where it's just like, yeah, something bad's happened, let's go film it.
Yeah, no,
Do you know the story about Jake?
Yeah, but I would do that. Wouldn't you? I wouldn't set it up like I wouldn't
No,
do the
I
bad
would
stuff
be-
that he doesn't.
No, just film you doing bad stuff.
I don't do bad stuff.
Have you heard the story about Jake Gyllenhaal where he was called one of early in his career? Before he was sort of well known, he was called one of the worst actors by a famous director. Have you seen that?
Which
No.
director?
Do you know who he auditioned at? Well, I'll tell you, and then you can guess who he auditioned for. It was Peter Jackson.
Really?
Aragon.
Legolas.
No, I think he auditioned for Frodo. I think maybe.
No, Gimli.
Jake
I don't-
Gyllenhaal is.
I don't know.
Tough
Who,
a dwarf!
I don't know who he auditioned for, but he told the story on an interview, and basically he said Peter Jackson told him that he was one of the worst actors that he'd ever seen.
God, that must have been a fucking kicks the nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, he got his own back when they released The Hobbit.
Those films were fucking awful.
I've
They're
never,
not that
I've never
bad.
seen them. I've never seen all of
Dude,
them. But you showed me the barrel scene.
The fucking barrel scene. Oh my fucking.
Yeah, but that's
God.
what that's what the Hobbit's supposed to be.
No, it's not.
It's
Yeah,
still
it is.
funny.
Oh, it's
Because
horrible.
when you read the Lord of the Rings books, they're like, oh, this is a big read, love. But the Hobbit is simple and it's a family sort of story. It's the cutesy how he started. So the films are more like that. They're easy. They're more easy-going. They're easier to
I will
watch.
not
It's still
allow
funny.
this. It's just.
Oh yeah, but it's not
Awful.
supposed to be like this dark, dreadful, quest like Lord of the Rings. It kind of is.
You could never.
It's a story
top
about
Lord of the
14
Rings, though.
fucking dwarves with all rhyming names and stuff.
No.
In the story,
Oh no, all those bits were great. I loved it when they're eating the feast and all that stuff. But every action scene and it was just terrible. There was not one good action scene in the entire
Barrel
three
scene
films.
was the best bit.
The barrel scene was the funniest bit. I'll give you that. It was
the
funny.
whole last film is like a gigantic battle.
I know, and it's all bad.
It's not
Lord of the
that-
Rings.
it's not
Lord of the Rings is the
horrendous.
best film trilogy ever. It's better than Star Wars, but The Hobbit is just terrible.
Talking about Star Wars, number 6, the newest Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker.
I watched it wasted online on a terrible cam rip. I don't really remember much, and I remember distinctly not
No
enjoying
spoilers.
it. I remember distinctly not enjoying it. I thought Last Jedi was I thought Force Awakens was pretty bad. Last Jedi was much better than Force Awakens.
See, I like Force Awakens, and then I really didn't like the second one.
I'm not
And
the opposite
then-
to everyone. I don't get why. I think The Last Jedi, the reason I liked it is that it took risks, and even though a lot of the risks were really shit, at least it took risks.
See,
Whereas Force Awakens was just like,
I'm
oh, yeah,
so
whatever.
glad that they're now binning that story for fucking good, I hope.
Mm.
And they're doing something new, because for me, I hate Star Wars. I
Kylo
love
Ren's alright.
I like watching the original trilogies. Like I watched them when I was old man growing up. I used to watch the the prequels when I was a kid, when I could look past it all. I enjoyed them. Don't watch them so much anymore. But do you know what I mean? But
They've done
now,
The prequels of The Hobbit
The
Star
new-
Wars.
yeah, okay, all right, I'll give you that. All
I
right,
can't
if you
wait till
want.
the sequel.
You said you haven't
I can't wait
seen
till,
them,
Can't wait till
so-
the sequel Lord of the Rings trilogy comes out.
They're not that bad. Martin Freeman is very good.
And
Ian McKellen as Gandalf is
I don't
brilliant
like Martin
as
Freeman.
usual.
I don't like his
You don't know
acting work.
Martin Freeman's great. He's an amazing Bilbo. His Bilbo he's such a he plays like a hobbit
I agree.
so well.
His Bilbo isn't bad, but I don't like him much as an actor. I don't know
I
what
like
it is.
Martin Freeman.
I just don't feel like he's a bit like Will Smith. I don't know when he's acting or when he's just reading from a script. You know what I mean? He doesn't inhabit his characters the same way a lot of actors do.
We're not talking about Gary Oldman here.
He does. If you
Oh
watch,
yeah, no, Gary Oldman as Bilbo would have been the best thing ever. You know it would have been. He would have gone and got his legs cut off just so he
Gary
could be
Oldman
the right
as
height.
Bilbo.
There is a movie
Well, that wouldn't make any
where Gary
sense.
Oldman is a dwarf.
Yes, there is. I forgot about that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a whole family of dwarfs, and then there's one. There's one that isn't, and the one that isn't gets this woman pregnant, and she finds out that they're all gonna.
It's like a weird rom-com sort of film. It's really
It's
weird.
so weird.
What the fuck?
She's
I've never
she
heard
like
of
falls
this.
in love with like the brother or something. I don't know. I've never seen
it's
it,
a
but
weird film.
I've never heard.
It's a
of
very
it.
weird film.
Anyway, we went off track.
Yeah, we've
What's
gone
number? What
super
we on?
off
Number
track.
7.
What were we even talking about before that?
Star Wars.
Spider.
Oh yeah,
Number-
Star
Wars,
Wars.
sorry. Yeah.
Front and trash. I love the Mandalorian was great.
I'm looking forward to new stuff from Star Wars because
Yeah.
I love the universe,
Watch
but I just
Mandalorian.
hate the See, for me, the fucking films, the newest ones, it's just seem like
Yeah.
because I know I've watched a lot of reviews and behind the scenes stuff. I know that it was all just botched together because the story
it
was
was.
all fucked, and they were like, how can we make this work?" And so I'm just not interested. It's like I
And
know
J.J. Abrams is just terrible. He's just not a good director or writer.
He's alright.
I don't agree. I don't personally agree with that, but
horrible. I hate him.
no, I
He
don't agree
ruined
with
Star
that.
Trek. He ruined Star Wars. Don't care.
Captain Marvel is number 5, so let's skip directly on to number
Captain
4.
Marvel. I watched that, and Samuel L. Jackson. Great. Everything else, no.
Oh, you gotta love Samuel L. Jackson.
It's like-
He's the same character in every
There's another
film.
thing that
But Samuel L. Jackson's
it's like
just
a
the best.
cat whose mouth opens up into like this giant organism. I thought that was pretty cool.
A cat.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird film.
You want to watch a cool movie to do with cats, or at least some cat?
Yeah, cats.
My neighbour Totoro.
Oh,
No, not cats.
I
Cat
watched
Bites.
Totoro recently.
Good. It's on
great.
Netflix.
Watch it.
Because you like anime now.
Yeah,
Kind
watch
of.
it.
You've become a weeb.
It's a very
It's not
it's
all-
a bit of a kids anime film.
It's
But it's
on
still
Netflix.
good.
It's like the one that broke the West first.
Yeah. Well, Kira.
Yeah, I know. I've wanted to watch it for a very long time. My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away have been on my
Spirited Away is
always
good.
lists.
Number 4 is Frozen 2, which I didn't think would be on here.
No,
but it's 430
Are
million.
you serious? You didn't think this would be on there?
Well,
Are you for
Yeah.
real? I thought this was going to be
But-
like higher up.
no, but
Yeah. Don't underestimate kids, man.
but like
You're talking about
what
grossing-
song came from it? There's no Let It Go, is
Yeah,
there?
but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The film could have been terrible. The film could be a complete load of shit. It's still going to be up there, isn't it? Because this is like how many people spent money going to
shit.
see it.
This has just reminded me of a Oscar moment that happened this year. They did a song from Frozen 2, except halfway through, the rest of it was finished by all of the foreign singers for it that sang it for different languages in different countries. So it would go from like French to Hungarian to like
That's quite
Chinese.
cool.
It was actually pretty cool.
That's
I
quite
thought it was
cool. I
pretty
quite like that.
It's like Oscar's way of going like, oh yeah, okay, we didn't nominate like really anyone that wasn't white apart from that Bong dude.
That's how the Eurovision
that's how they
should
do
be.
it.
Then I'd watch it. It should be like, instead of just being like the single acts, it should just be like one big like rave. Do you know what I mean? And then like it's the same beat, and then they
Here's the Germans!
Each nation grabs the mic, and then they're in, and it's like whoever has the best set,
Oh, that is one.
whoever gets the crowd hyped the
is
most,
that
because it'd go on for like 8 hours.
Even like the Russian singer and all that was so like heavenly, and you're like, oh, that's wow. And then the German singer, you're just like, okay, sorry. You know what I mean? There is some like no language can compete in just sounding competitive. It's a very like they do something.
It's
to you.
everything they say sounds
Scary.
efficient.
Yeah, it's
It's
scary.
Number 3 is one I've seen, and it's really good. But I kind of just forgot that I saw it. Toy Story 4.
I
seen it?
haven't seen it. It's on now TV.
I can't remember if I've. No, I haven't seen it. No.
It's
'Cause
good.
It's got that,
It's really
got
good.
like a fork in it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
Forky.
comes alive.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet.
That's
I was
really
going
good.
to.
I was thinking about that, like, because think about the amount of botched together shit that you used to play with as a kid. Does that become a toy? I guess now it confirms it does. But think about all the
but
monstrosities that exist in the Toy Story universe, man.
Yeah, but there's also the Toy Story thing about like, do sex toys count?
Yeah, but
I mean,
remember
someone shoved a Buzz Lightyear up their ass.
Remember you're talking about weird toys and stuff, but in the very first Toy Story, the main baddie in that, the kid next door, he used to mangle toys together, didn't he, and stick fucking like baby dolls.
Those were the best toys.
Yeah.
We toys see everything.
What happened to those toys in the end? Where did they end up?
In the bin.
Yeah, in the bin.
Yeah, what happened to them?
The
poor
incinerator.
fuckers?
The incinerator didn't get turned off in time.
Yeah, that's a horrible thing. You never think about that. If I was, what's his name, Spike?
Yeah.
Sid.
If
I was Sid,
yeah, I think it's Sid.
Sid.
Yeah, if I was Sid, I would have like immediately gone and burnt all my toys, so it just made everything worse.
Yeah, you would though, wouldn't you? If that happened,
Get away from me!
I'm pretty sure he's in Toy Story 3, isn't he? He's like a bin man. Or
He's got like the
he's
same
trash
skull top or something. Dude, people trash on Bin Man. I'm looking at it. Looks like a good job.
To be fair, I thought after that experience as a kid, he'd been like in some.
I think the coolest thing about being a trash man is being able to ride the bag.
Well, holding on to back.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
That's an American thing. They don't do that over here.
The ones around here do.
No, they'll jump on like the side if they're down a little like cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
they won't be like in America. Like if you're in like New York, they will just be on the back. Like, how you doing?
Oh man, that's the life. We need to move to New York.
But yeah, guys, watch Toy Story 4.
I definitely.
Toy Story 3 was the great send off, and Toy Story 4 is like adding to the lore.
Okay,
cool.
Pretty good. Anyway, I think this is one you might have seen because you said Disney remakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the new Lion King.
I did go to the cinema and I saw the new Lion King.
Eric Andre's in it.
Yeah, he is. He plays one of the hyenas.
Liked it very much.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently CG in it's really good.
I'm about to say something now. Are you Disney nuts? Do you like the original Lion King? Is that like dear, close to your heart?
I think it's the best film ever made.
No, you don't.
Nah, it's one of my favourite animated films though.
Okay. I preferred it to the original Disney one.
You want to get hit? No, I haven't seen it, so I can't make a judgment.
Hear me out. I've seen.
Nah.
No, I've seen the Lion King.
I doubt it, but yeah.
I've seen that one, but I didn't grow up watching Disney films.
Oh, okay.
So for me, there's no nostalgia to it whatsoever.
Yeah, no.
So
fair.
in like my 20s, when it's like you've got to go back and watch all these Disney films, and I'm like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, that one's alright. I'm not so keen on that one. And then I saw The Lion King. I was like, it's good. I do like The Lion King, but I was like, it's not one of my favourites. I was like, it's good though. But then when I went and saw the live action one, there's some parts of it that are not as good as the original that you can't quite replicate. And I feel
how's the scene?
See, that bit there. I felt they did better in the
live action.
No, in the original.
Yeah.
For me, it was more emotional in the original.
Yeah, because I remember seeing the advert for it, not the advert, the trailer. And it ends on the wildebeest running down the canyon. And I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know if I can watch this.
One thing that
because that bit killed me as a kid.
They added a lot of new stuff to it, though. Like, it's not the exact same story. I mean, it kind of is, but they've added little bits. So there's some new characters. And Timon and Pumbaa are amazing. It's Seth Rogen and that guy Billy from that Billy on the Street.
Oh, he's from Parks and Recreation. Yeah, I know the guy. He's
got
like a weird eye.
Yeah, them two together, they're amazing.
They're Bowie.
Seth Rogen is an incredible Pumbaa. He's so good. Yeah, them two together are amazing.
Oh, what are these plants?
So you think it's the best Disney remake?
Have you watched Jungle Book? Because I watched Jungle Book and I just...
Yes, I have.
I just get weirded out by CGI animals, and the fact that it's an entire film of CGI animals, I feel like I get
You see,
really
that's the thing.
out.
The Lion King, it wasn't that bad because they all look quite good.
They're all animals.
Like the little lion cubs, they look like lion cubs. The adult lions looked good.
I'll give it a go. When it comes on our TV, I'll just watch it. It's only in it.
It doesn't quite have that same colour and charm that the cartoon does, because obviously it's trying to be more real. It's a fucking Sahara and a green jungle.
Yeah.
So it's not as colourful and as visually but it's good.
Aladdin didn't appeal to me. Beauty and the Beast didn't appeal to me. Lion King didn't. But I saw the advert for Mulan and I might go watch that.
I think that looks good.
Yeah, we saw it when we went at 9/17. They had the.
I really like Mulan. Mulan's one of the ones
I got like chills
really like.
on the trailer.
It's because they're using that like actual wushu style.
I love wushu.
It's the perfect chance to have like an action film with a good story that everyone knows that's got like a leading woman.
Is Eddie Murphy still there?
That would be so fucking.
Because
amazing.
it looks like they're using actual
Not an
Chinese
animated
films
dragon.
as,
He's
like,
got
their
one of them
thing.
big Chinese suits on.
It feels very much like
G.I. Joe
Crouch
is
and
swinging in
Tiger
the
and
water.
Hero and all that. You know what I mean?
Hero, yeah.
So I'm gonna go
So
watch it.
Crouching Tiger.
Tiger, Hidden Mulan.
I mean, yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know, it looks alright.
Come on then, what's the rest of this list? Let's get this list done.
finish the list.
Guess what the number one is?
Endgame.
Oh, was that number 2? Number 2 was
Number 2 is Lion King, and number 1 is Endgame.
Endgame. Of course it
Of course
was.
it was.
Of course it was. I haven't seen it.
Well,
I saw it.
I have seen it, and
Did I see it on a plane?
I think it is.
Greg's about to just say some controversial shit just to annoy people.
It's not. It's not bad. It's.
Can I go for a pee break for this?
I like some of the Marvel films, but I like the ones that are like self-contained stories, and that's why I didn't enjoy Infinity War and Endgame so much, because everything's culminating. And some people are like, oh yeah, wow, it's so cool that everything's like interconnecting. But for me, I was just sat there like,
It's too much, innit? How many
It's
superheroes
too
are there?
much.
now? There's like 25 of them.
and then Iron Man dies in it, and I'm just sat there just thinking
Spoilers.
like, I just don't care anymore.
No, you see, I quite like
lost-
some of the
I
originals, like
just
the
don't care
origin
anymore.
stories. Some, not all of them, but some of them. I used to watch those, and they're quite good films. But then, yeah, like when you say when they all start mixing together towards the end ones, it's like I stopped watching the Marvel films like years ago. Not because I hate them, but I'm just like so much time.
Why isn't
I-
Deadpool?
yeah, you lose your interest. You lose your.
because he's part of like the X-Men. The X-Men aren't in it either. It's like the X-Men.
X-Men should have been in there.
The X-Men have got a separate universe.
should have been in there.
X-Men.
X-Men's a
Do you
separate
know what
universe.
pisses me off?
I would have loved watching Professor Wheels fucking
but fucking
charging
Wheels.
the battlefield.
You see, the annoying thing is
Just
that
making people fly out the way and stuff.
X-Men
That
was
sick.
always my favourite Marvel thing, but they've never really done it justice. You know what I mean?
I don't know. X-Men 2
Logan
was good.
Logan did it justice.
X-Men 2 was good.
Yeah, but it's so old now that it's
Have
hard
the
to
more
rewatch.
recent ones, are they not good with like Jennifer Lawrence and all that?
No, they're terrible. They're shit.
I
There's a
thought
reason
we
why they're not in the box office hits. It's just
I thought-
fucking
I
What
awful.
about the
one of
ones
them
with
was
like
pretty
Patrick
good.
Stewart and Ian McKellen and all that? They're not good.
Yeah, X-Men 2.
They're okay.
Yeah, good.
But they're old now.
Oh, good.
It's getting old.
Yeah, do you
And
know what
I'm
else
just
is
saying.
old?
I'm just saying the new
Do you know what else
film.
has told you?
Saying
That
the new
shit
films are
you watch, fucking
What do I watch?
Russian dread movies that are like 4 hours long.
Stalker
from
and
the- from
Solaris.
the 60s.
Stalker and Solaris are some of the best films ever made. Andrei Tarkovsky.
too old now.
So Soviet cinema was just incredible. Way ahead of its time.
That's because you like David Lynch and they sort of...
I do, yeah, and they just copied, didn't they? Well, they didn't copy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, David Lynch
Inspired.
was around in the 60s, wasn't he? 60s Russian David Lynch.
When did Eraserhead come out? 70s? Late 70s?
Razorhead.
Eraserhead.
I don't know.
Who knows? Anyway, let's
So
get on.
this was just Greg shitting on movies, the podcast.
Yeah.
Look, you give me anything, I'm just going to shit on it.
Okay,
It's
I
just-
got my list of movies that I saw at the cinema.
Yeah, we'll get on to a
last
part
year.
where I won't shit on things,
Um,
because I'm going to list my favourite films.
The Lion
last
King
year.
was in there. I went and saw The Lion King. I've shared
Can I
my
just
opinions
guess the other one that you watched?
Go on.
Dumbo.
It was Dumbo.
Yeah.
Now you see,
Because I remember you telling
That's
me
got
you
Danny
liked it.
DeVito in it.
yeah, I
As Dumbo.
really liked it. I really
How was Danny
enjoyed
DeVito?
it. Danny DeVito was
He's just
Danny
the
DeVito
he is
at
the
his
best.
best.
He's the best.
He's the
actor on planet.
ringmaster, and it's sort of like that's a completely different story as well. Same premise, you know, elephant born. Oh, he's cute, big fucking ears. That's a shame, you know. Same thing, but yeah, Danny DeVito is the circus leader, the ringmaster, but he's like a bit of a sort of, you know, he wants everything on the cheap, and he's like, you know, trying to get a good deal and good money, and it's
trash
good.
man.
Yeah, it's very good. I liked it, and Colin Farrell's like the lead guy in it, and it's a story about he's come back from the war, and he's like from the family
Yeah.
of like traveling circus, so you see a bit more in depth, and they've added like a whole new family in it, and a lot of people didn't like it. And it went in a bit of a direction of like, because who directed it? I think it was Tim Burton.
Yeah, it was.
And it got, by the end of it, it got very Tim Burton-y. Like, they go to this circus world called Dreamland, and it's like, damn, it got very Tim Burton-y. And by the end of it, it was like, this is a bit weird. But for me, it was a very good film about like, I don't know, just, yeah, not being a cunt to just people that are different and animals in general. And I thought, you know, this is well worth watching. It's good.
Damn vegan
Well,
agenda.
I'll give it a
No,
go.
I enjoyed Dumbo.
I think we're going to have to reset the camera.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yes.
say.
What about you guys?
So
Did you-
those are the How many? Because you said you haven't watched many films this year.
No, there's 2 other films on my list.
Go on then.
I got The Gentleman, which was made last year, but I only saw the other week, and really enjoyed. Really enjoyed.
Is that the one? Is it Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah. It's not on Netflix. No, it's not
he's
on
like
Netflix,
an American coke dealer.
Yeah, it's Guy Ritchie. It's like Snatch and Lock, Stock and all that.
Of course you liked it.
Yeah, well, like it's no Snatch, and it's good because it's like because obviously, do you prefer Lock, Stock? Do you?
Yeah.
That's fair enough. No, I love Lock, Stock, but for me, I saw Snatch first, so I've got a love for fucking Snatch, but I've got a love for Snatch, but yeah, because they're like, I mean, Lock, Stock was like 99 and Snatch was like 2000. Like they're not so old that you can't watch them and relate to them. Like they're still good, but like now, like it's kind of like more of a modern take on it, and it's quite funny. Like Bugsy Malone, the grime artist, is in it. And he's funny. I thought he just had a cameo, but he's like one of the main characters in it. And he's like this little hoodie like youth. He's good. He's funny.
Check that out. What's the next one?
Give it a go.
What on my list? It is a Netflix film. The only one I didn't see in the cinema. Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler.
Oh God.
Terrible film, but it's one of those films. Well,
I love good.
It's not terrible.
Movies.
It's not terrible. I want to say this because I watched it and I really fucking enjoyed it. It's not terrible. It's one of those like purposely bad films. Like it's purposely cringy. It's like one big game of Cluedo, and it's purposely like that, and it plays on the fact that it's like that, and it's just you can have a laugh with it. And it's been a very fucking long time since I've seen a recent Adam Sandler film that I thought, oh, he did, but it was really good. It's him and Jennifer Aniston. And as long
that's why you liked it.
Yeah, she's good. She's a bit.
But
as long as you're willing to not take it too seriously.
I was always a Courtney Cox fan.
No.
See, I like Courtney. I go through different.
I was Jennifer Aniston from day one.
Now, see, there's certain series where I think Courtney Cox looks better. Man. Definitely, some of the earlier ones.
Dude, Courtney Cox in Ace Ventura, bro.
Oh
Jennifer
my God.
Aniston, everything she's ever been.
Fatty.
God love her.
You know that killed her. That
What?
confidence. Little Nicky will always be his best movie.
Oh, bro.
Apparently, that
I like Billy.
Uncut
I like
Gems, which came out 2019,
Apparently that's
is
really
incredible, and he won quite a few. Well, he won a lot of indie awards for it.
It's it holds a record for like the most swear words or something.
Yeah,
Really?
most uses of fuck.
Yeah.
Isn't he like a con man or something? Or
I don't know.
I remember reading the description.
He's
I haven't
like a
watched it. It's on my
gambler.
list. Something
it's
like
something to do with. I know a lot of it's to do with diamonds, so I'm not entirely sure.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
But I was going to watch it last night, but it's 2.5 hours, so it's one of those films you're going to need a...
Is it like The Irishman? Apparently.
that's 3.5 hours film.
Apparently there's a guide on how to watch it like a TV show.
Yeah, like when to pause, or to stop it, and then...
I've heard people say it would have made a better TV show.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
I dream about Martin Scorsese. Apparently he's really short.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, because Ricky Gervais brought it up in the Golden Globes.
I just in my dream, I just went up to him, and I went like that, like over his head, like from my chin. That was it.
I think that hurt his feelings, mate.
Yeah, did you see Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes, most recent one?
Yeah, he made him.
It
made him laugh. Yeah,
he loved it.
Martin Scorsese loves people who can.
And then he told he told Joe Pesci, he's like, "I love you, man. Please don't have me whacked." And then they didn't show Joe Pesci's reaction, so I'm just imagining him sat there like, "Come at me, motherfucker."
I love the Pesci.
What movies did you boys see last year then that you enjoyed?
Yeah, well,
Greg's going to say Lighthouse.
Yeah, Lighthouse is...
My mates went to see that recently. They said it was very strange.
Yeah, and that's why I loved it.
That's why you like it.
Lighthouse was my favourite film.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's just something about it. It's got so much character, so weird.
It's Robert Pattinson.
And
he's
Willem
making a
Dafoe.
comeback. He is.
Who, Robert Pattinson?
Yeah,
he's Batman now.
Batman.
After the old and he's in Tenet.
Yeah, they're doing the Tenet trailer looks fucking amazing, man.
Fucking hell, he's in that film as well that did really well last year, and I haven't seen, but I've been meaning to watch it for so long, on Netflix, called The King.
Yes, The King.
Yeah, that film looks amazing.
It's got Timothée Chalamet in it.
Yeah,
well.
he's really made a comeback, hasn't he?
Yeah,
from the old Twilight. He even said that he hated Twilight or something.
Oh, he said he hated Twilight multiple times.
He said he was planning on even planning on quitting.
It's
and
like
then his agent got him a better deal, and he's like, "All right, I'll just."
It's
do
like
the
all the
I'll do
people
last
like
film.
it's like Game of Thrones, all the people from Game of Thrones, and everyone was like, asking them questions like, how's the season going to do? And they're just like,
It will exist.
Well, it's there. We filmed it.
It will be released.
It's bad, isn't it? It's so cringy.
Season 7 was terrible.
Hey,
that makes you think that they all previewed it before it went out, and they were like,
It was season 8, wasn't it?
and then they all just mutually sat there like,
Yeah.
fuck. Mm-hmm.
Professor X got the throne.
Anyway, Lighthouse was my favourite film, followed closely by Parasite, which obviously won Best Picture.
I really want to watch that. I need to watch that.
Parasite is just...
See, I was put off watching it because I thought it was like some epidemic-y, like crazy thriller film. But
Who is the Parasite?
I haven't had a film make me laugh out loud as much as Parasite has in...
I might have to check this out.
It's just...
It's
It's
Greg's
Has
perfect.
anybody else
humour.
seen Parasite?
Yeah,
What are your
perfect.
opinions? If you're listening or you're
It's
watching.
dark comedy. I'd say my next favourite film is 1917.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a powerful film. I love. I don't want to say I love World War One, but World War One. I just find it more interesting than World War Two. There's something.
Doesn't get quite as much showtime.
Yeah,
as World
it doesn't
War
get as
II,
much
does it?
showtime because back then there wasn't as much heroes. Because in World War Two, you hear like, "Oh yeah, we came and liberated." Back in World War One, there was basically, "We're here, no one go here, or you're dead." That was it, and it was.
It's nice to have a war film as well that
It was
doesn't
just people
involve
running
Nazis.
over these trenches and getting shot to death. That was basically. It was 4 years of that. It was horrible, and there's something interesting about horrible, dread-filled stuff, in my opinion. But yeah, it's an incredible film. I love
That
it.
was my favourite of the year.
Well, it probably gives you the closest experience you can see to what it actually would have been like in that like surrounding. And I think people are so interested in. It's one of those things in it. You go, that would have been so horrible. You know, them boys that had to do that. You know, it would have been so horrible. But you want to see what it would have been like. And I think that's probably the way they filmed that. It's probably the best visual representation to date of what that would have been like.
I think it beat Parasite for me. I think 1917.
I think that's fair enough. It's an incredible film.
But it's only because of my fascination for dread. When it comes to like war, the only
music
thing
and
I didn't
everything was
like
great.
about that movie is it wasn't.
Dread. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
There were so many bad bits, but there were some bits where you're just like, it needs more.
Like
There needs to be more corpses. Like
I know.
There's a bit where there's this dead body just hanging off the barbed wire of like in no man's land, and I'm just sat there looking at it, like thinking that could do with maybe like 10 more bodies.
Yeah. It was so horrible in World War One that instead of using sandbags, they were using corpses.
Yeah,
It's like that.
People don't understand how
It's
World War
so
One was
crazy.
just fucking disgusting.
Is it not
horrible.
that? Okay.
It's still good though. It's great.
It's got some crazy stuff in it. In fact,
But there might be reasons behind a lot of that stuff.
It would have
being,
been an 18, 100%.
Well, yeah, that
if they
and-
did it true to World War One, it would have been 18.
Well, yeah,
100%.
that and it comes with more prizes. Like the way I don't know if you've seen the way they filmed it, but they didn't use lighting. They waited for natural light. So a lot of it was waiting around and they go, right, the lighting's perfect. Right, let's go now. So if you had to get fucking 700 extras to play corpses and get them all in the right positions,
Yeah,
fucking hell, how long is that
that's
going to
true.
take you to do? And the camera crew, fucking hell, they got a truck with a crane driving on a front and they're going, go, go, go. And then they got men fucking running with one. If you've got fucking 900 bodies on the floor, like...
dude, it's
There's probably some reasons behind
it's crazy,
a lot of it.
and there's a bit in the story. I'm not going to try and ruin it too much.
Pardon me.
But it doesn't happen in a lot of movies, and it happens about halfway through, and you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
You know what bit I'm on about?
Yeah.
And you're just like, "Oh fuck."
You're like,
Doesn't
what?
happen in a lot of movies.
Yeah, and then it sort of changes the entire dynamic of the film afterwards. And it's a great film. 100% recommend. It's still out in cinemas if you want to go watch it.
I do really want to go and watch it. Kind of cinemas is so expensive though.
We know the cheap.
Yeah,
cinema around here.
I remember you saying-
it's
you
£5.50
said-
a ticket. It's great.
Well, maybe we should go and see them.
I'll go watch it.
Go in
Again.
1917 then.
You
go watch it
now.
again?
Let's go watch it right now. Probably still there.
All right. Now
Apparently, I went for a piss at like the worst moment.
Yeah. Because it feels like a great moment to go for a piss because everything sort of goes like quiet for a bit, but then you miss like a really good visual scene. So
Yeah.
Well, then let's go and see it again.
Yeah,
you got to dehydrate yourself before you go to cinema. That's the key.
This makes me piss more, mate. I'll just get one of them stadium pals. It's like an outside catheter that you put over your dick.
Yeah, like condom.
And have you ever peed in a bottle with your penis directly over it?
Yeah.
And you know when it pushes the air, when your piss
And
pushes the air
it
out?
goes
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. You just be sat there like... like a flappy foreskin.
Like a queef.
Did that guy just quote?
Yeah.
He just did a quoth. He did the quoth.
That's
So that was our
disgusting.
favourite movies of the year. That was
Yeah.
the collective favourite movies of the year. And the top box office movies of the year.
Hell yeah.
That is our Oscars.
Yeah, that was our personal Oscars.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree with most of what happened at the Oscars this year for the first time in
Yeah.
a very long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it was the first time where I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good.
I've got some Tixie
Still
licks if you need
recovering
that.
from the bit of
There's a lot of other films we didn't mention. Jojo Rabbit was a great film. Don't know if you watched Jojo Rabbit. No.
I think tonight I might watch Joker.
Yeah, Joker's great. Knives Out, another shout out to that. That was a great film. It has.
We're watching a lot of
it's-
movies recently.
Daniel Craig.
I've been watching them legally.
Legally? Okay.
Yeah, legally.
I heard you right.
And yeah, Knives Out was great. It's like a murder mystery, but it has Daniel Craig as this southern dude. You know, like that chicken from the old cartoons. You know, I say.
I said.
Fog on Lego.
Yeah, he's doing like that
sound like
accent.
Fog on
It's-
Lego.
I haven't watched The Irishman. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I really liked that, but it was just a very slow burner, and there was a lot of boring, sort of Tarantino wanky bits. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I'm a massive Tarantino fan, but there
There
are plenty of films with Tarantino wanky bits.
Yeah, there were bits where it got a bit too Tarantino, and I
Were
was
there
like,
any-
Tarantino,
were
you
there any
Tarantino
feet-
this a bit too much, man.
Did we see a lot of Margot Robbie's
Yes,
feet?
no, but there's like this hippie woman, and she puts her feet up on like the car dashboard where Brad Pitt's driving, and it's just a close up of her feet for like
That's
10
right,
minutes.
just
It's just 10 minutes.
zooms in on foot.
Yeah, no, I think he was doing it intentionally, but it's like, dude, we know you don't have to do that shit.
Yeah, Greg and
Just looking
Lewis.
at Ad Astra was never a good film as well. That was pretty good.
Before we sign out for this video, are there any movies you're looking forward to this year, the year of 2020?
Yes, there is.
I've only got one.
There is one film
I've already
coming out,
mentioned
and it's by one of my favorite modern directors, Denis Villeneuve, who did Blade Runner 2049. He is doing an adaptation of Dune. Okay, he's doing a Dune. Dune is my favorite fucking
Have you had
novel.
too much caffeine today? You've actually got some energy in you.
Yeah,
I made him a black coffee.
Dune is my favorite novel of all. Well, no, it's not my favorite novel. It's one of my favorite novels.
I bought that for you, didn't I?
Yeah, Matt bought it for me years and years ago, and it's incredible. And he's doing an adaptation of it. And after Blade
lend us
Runner,
the book.
after Arrival, after all of the fucking films he's done, I'm hyped. Tenet is obviously the close second.
Have you seen the advert for Tenet? Probably better.
Trailer.
You probably.
I'm trying to think. I can't even think of any upcoming films that I've
It's
seen
got
that
Robert
I like.
Pattinson on it. That's
Tenet.
another. He's
not
doing
even
it.
like
He's a
promoted as
very
being
good
in
actor.
it.
Yeah, but he seems like a major character.
He's a very good actor.
He is.
Even
He's a
in
really good
even
actor.
in the Harry Potter, that was one of like, I think it was the first, maybe not the first film he did, but that was like what boosted his career and got him in the limelight to go and do
My
Twilight.
boy.
Yeah,
My
but, he was playing a like 16, 17-year-old, but he was like in his 20s, and he did that role like justice. He was a good actor in it. He wasn't like one of the child actors. He did well, and he always said that he loved his part in Harry Potter and he hated Twilight. So obviously it's just a more well-rounded world in it than Twilight.
You can't think of any movie. You looking forward to Mulan at least?
Well, yeah, like is that this year then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
You should
I
watch
was
the
gonna
trailer
look
for
on my
Tenet.
phone quickly for some upcoming movies because I know there would have been stuff I've seen that I'm like, I look forward to that, but I can't think off the top of my fucking head.
The Green Knight. It looks like a really weird, surreal medieval fantasy film. It's about a.
Is it like the Black
It's
Knight?
ba-
Have you ever seen that?
The fucking Black Knight. What's his name? Martin. something.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence.
See,
yeah.
this is a perfect one. I am looking forward to The Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Nah, I haven't.
It's like I don't know if it's. Someone said to me the other day, "Isn't that based on a book?" And I thought, I don't know. It sounds like it is, but it's like a journey. Harrison Ford and like his dog on a journey across the wilderness.
Of course, it's got a fucking dog in it.
Yeah.
Was this The Road?
Buck is a big-hearted dog whose blissful
maybe
domestic
Road.
life gets turned upside. Yeah, it's like them going on some big fucking journey.
Okay, so we're all excited for a few movies. What year?
Yeah.
What? Well,
What movies are you guys
year
excited
of 2020. What movies are you excited for? We're asking you loads of questions today. Answer every single one of them in separate comments. Thank you. And also, like
There's
this,
a Scooby-Doo movie next year, just called Scoob.
That boy Scoop.
Oh, and then Fast and Furious 20 fucking...
yeah. So we're signing out now, guys. This has been a bit of a long one. Answer all our questions. Like this video. 100 likes every podcast. If you want to listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, any podcast provider as well, because we are on all of these. You don't have to just watch us on YouTube. You can listen to us on the commute to work, whilst you're at work.
You can download us on Spotify.
You can listen to
hell
us
yeah.
do loads
whilst
of
you're having
At the gym.
shit at the gym.
Where you're having a wank. Whenever you want.
Whenever you're around family members you hate, you just pop a little.
You can either
pop a little AirPod in.
play while you're asleep and get all the information during your sleep.
Yes,
As long as we get
play
views.
play us whilst you're asleep, but have it so you're still listening to all of the podcast. There you go. Get our listens up.
Do that.
So yeah,
that.
thank you very much. We love you guys very much, and sorry for being a week late with this one. But you know, things just happen, don't they?
That was my fault. I wasn't very well.
Yeah.
You were ill when we filmed the podcast.
I was pretty ill.
And then like the following week, I got really sick.
Yeah, I was pretty ill last week. I had
Is that
the
coronavirus,
flu or
man?
whatever.
28 days incubation.
We don't do sharing.
I mean, it could be coronavirus. You never know when you're going to get coronavirus because all of the fucking symptoms of coronavirus are the same as every other fucking virus. So it's just like, who knows?
It's just flu that kills a few.
It's flu that kills a few.
It's flu
mainly
that
the
kills
old.
a few. Yes. So, meh.
Doesn't really bother me much.
Ding, 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 ding.
See you later, everybody. Donate to our tip jar. You can write a little message in that, and we'll read it out. Goodbye.
Oh, before we go, I sent a message to the aliens.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, actually, and before we go, what minute are we on? Because I've got something I want to do as well. Actually,
That's
We
fine.
can- we
Just
can
go.
swap this round.
Say all your
Yeah.
shit right now.
yeah, we'll swap it round. Go.
I'm not swapping anything around. You say your shit right now. Right now.
I sent a message to the aliens.
Matt sent a message to aliens. What do you
Okay.
mean?
Can I just
Which ones? What aliens?
I don't know.
What are their names?
Whoever's listening, there is a website called spacespeak.com. And what you can do is you write a little message and you send it, and a guy with a radio thing will send it out towards space
Where
in a
space?
binary code.
Where in space?
I don't know.
Space is big. Which
Opposite,
star?
opposite. I don't know because it.
Does it change? Sirius?
Let's see how far. The message I've sent is now 15,000 times farther away than the moon is.
Okay.
So by the time this goes out, it's probably past the Kuiper Belt, or at least it approached the
Kuiper Belt's
Kuiper Belt.
miles away.
Yeah, we're 3,469,760,298 miles away from Earth. And I sent it 5 hours ago. So let me just read out what I wrote. And hopefully an alien one day will
Camera
hear it.
battery's dying.
That's okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
So what was this message then?
No, I'm just reading stuff. Yeah, it might hit the Kuiper Belt. I don't know. Light speed is fucking fast, man. The speed of light.
The message says this. Aliens, if you read this, come kill Greg. He is a human with 3 testicles and resides on the Threeskins podcast on planet Earth.
That's just a horrible thing. What if I actually get assassinated by aliens? How would you feel?
Well, Greg, do you remember I actually
This hasn't really given them a lot of information.
Maybe they
to
don't
go
have a
on.
sense of
3
irony.
testicles, 3 skins, who else?
Maybe they don't have a sense of irony.
What, are they going on Google, are
Or
they? The
satire.
aliens?
Man, fuck's sake! I'm gonna get fucking.
So I've got aliens
I'm
on
gonna get
Greg.
harvested by aliens tonight.
I've got aliens on Greg, and I also sent a curse on you that's in a jar somewhere.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
I wonder
curse.
why I feel
Greg's
so
curse.
ill all the time.
Greg's been cursed, and now the aliens are after
May your
you.
crops
Greg,
die and your manhood shrivel.
what shall I find next? You actually seem pissed off.
What shall I find next?
Fucking
Whatever
aliens
the
gonna
fuck
get
is.
me, man.
If you
don't
get
know.
abducted, it'd be fucking well good footage.
It wouldn't be good footage because no one's got footage of it yet. How am I going to get footage? They probably confiscate cameras on the way into the
You're
UFO.
gonna have to fall asleep with a GoPro attached.
You
to
know
your
some of
chest.
these like crazy assassinations that happen where it's controversial, like whether like who did it, or sometimes they still don't know.
And
Do you think it's
praying
just people
to the
sending-
aliens.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Could be people who go
Greg's
missing.
gonna get shot tomorrow. And then
People
it's
go
on his front
missing, never
doorstep.
get found.
Greg, if I were you, I wouldn't leave the house for a while.
What are the aliens going to do? Stupid little fucking big head green
Don't
bitches.
call them out.
You called them out, Greg. They're gonna get you now.
Right,
Free
okay.
balls. Free
Yeah,
skins.
now they're going to cancel me for
I've
being
got
racist
one.
against them.
I've got one last thing I would like to do. I think we will end on it. I'm going to bring back a old feature.
If we have time.
If
We
we have
have
time.
time.
We should do. I'm going to be very quick. I'm gonna chuck the question straight at you. It caught my attention the other day. I saw it on our Instagram.
I'm always a fan of questions.
Go and check out our social media. You can message us stuff. Basically, if you don't know what Agony Cunt is or Agony Greg, I'll explain the premise very quickly. It's like Agony Aunt. Greg will give you advice. Send in your questions and, just general life oddities or problems that you're having, and Greg will give you his advice. Do not take Greg's advice or necessarily take it with a pinch of salt.
Listen,
Right.
and you will learn.
Okay. This one just caught my attention. This is from PinDickNick69 on Instagram.
All right.
He said, "My nana passed away recently at the old age of 73. That old.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not that. That's like
Bless
below life expectancy.
That's sad. Her and my mother were really close. And so as to commemorate their close relationship, my mum spent around $2,000 on a luxury urn for Nana. But I want money, so would it be bad to empty it down the sink and sell it? Also, urn dust, just as good as grave dust, right?"
No.
That's from
No.
PinDick69.
Thank you for your question.
Okay, first off, urn dust is not as good as grave dust. It's like, for me, comparing urn... There's nothing worse than cremation, because think about it, you got this great biological corpse, and you're going to burn it? Imagine if someone burnt your steak. Imagine you're at a restaurant, and you go, "I want a nice medium rare steak," and it comes out burnt. And it's all cooked inside. You don't want that shit. Cremation's terrible. So first off, urn ash is not as good as grave dust.
You can do whatever you want with my dead body when I die. No,
Good.
apart from sex. You can sell my organs.
No, fuck it.
I'll figure something out for it. But
Greg's
anyway,
gonna let me fuck you.
my point is that, okay, you've lost my train of thought.
Urn
Okay,
dust.
urn dust, not as good as grave dust. Grave dust is just, especially when it's like, it's been left for years, ages. Urn dust doesn't age really well. Okay, anyway, let's go back on. Yeah, at the end of the day, Nana shouldn't have been cremated. It's a dumb idea. Her ashes are meaningless. Chuck them down the sink and sell it.
$2,000 urn.
$2,000. You can get so much stuff for $2,000, man.
Don't do it. I'd say don't do it right away though. I'd say give it a little bit of time.
Yeah,
because it'll be, if it's one of those recent things, it'll be like, "Where's Nana's urn?" But give it like 3, 4, 5 years.
You can stage a robbery, but make sure we got just break a window. Yeah, and make sure when you chuck the ash down the toilet, you don't actually get someone like the seat or anything, because someone might be like,
The robbers chucked
this?
Nana down the toilet.
"Smells like talcum powder."
They'll
It's
set,
Nana.
up, they'll set up some Facebook campaign to find the monster that did it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, so it'll become like some national inquiry, like find the sicko that poured Nana's ashes down the toilet and then made off with the urn, and you'll just be sat there like in the interview, like it's on BBC, like with your mum talk like, "We're devastated." You'd be there like, "Have you seen my new bike?"
Oh, it's just horrible. Yeah,
It's
like,
terrible from my new house. Yeah, no, Greg
It's
just
worth
said,
$2,000.
Greg just said,
waste. It's a waste
"Oh, it
of money."
smells like talcum powder. It's definitely Nan's dust."
That's true.
Oh, that's such a cheap shit joke.
They do
Do you reckon-
smell talc.
Yeah, but not that cremation dust. No, it's not talcum powder. Is it?
Well, ash is powder, talc's powder. You never know. What? Yeah, it makes you think though. Like when all of that talc that's on their butts and fannies is getting burned in the crematorium, what does it burn into? What what happens when you burn talc? I'm interested. What part of the ash is
Bodies
I
are
think they wash it first.
yeah, bodies are cleaned before.
not before they're burned? Yeah, surely before
Yeah,
they're
before,
buried.
Yeah, before.
Why
they,
would you
when
clean
they-
a dead body? What's the point? That's a waste of water.
I told you, my mum used to fucking do this. My mum
Okay,
used to
so
clean dead
so
bodies
people are telling me
before the
that.
mortician would
So
come.
people are telling me I can't have my hose on in the summer because I'm wasting water, but we can wash them.
Oh.
It is a waste,
Oh,
It's a waste
God.
of water. It's a waste.
There's plenty of little crematoriums all round like places like this.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to be smelling burning talc everywhere?
me and my
let
friends
them
used to-
give the dead bodies a little
Me and my
sponge
friends
bath.
used to park up in the crematorium to smoke weed. Because the police would never go there because it's like disrespectful.
Just as disrespectful as smoking weed there. You're just puffing out your
Well, like I said,
weed
graves are
air
better.
into.
To be honest, I'd know which one I'd rather smell in the air. Weed or nana.
It's quite an intuitive idea. It's almost like smoking up near a factory because
Yeah.
there's so much smoke, no one knows.
Yeah,
Clever idea, Greg.
I am smart. Very smart.
Cut. I think we're all done now.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. See you guys in the future.
Night night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. If they do a poo. Put it in a Cornish stew.
Do you remember when you used to rap at the end of a thing? Like,
Yeah.
we'll do that next time. Oh shit! I'm fucking bursting for a piss. Do you want to roll that?
I don't want a fag.
No.
No. I'm probably going to head off, man.
Yeah.